Now, as the online world gets more complicated and more confusing, people will seek out simplicity and authenticity. So we have the opportunity to carve out those characteristics with the chatbots we design for our clients. So let's give our brands distinct voices online that are entertaining and enjoyable for people to interact with. That is our mission with bots today. Even with all their issues, bots offer us an amazing new tool we can use to help build relationships with people. If we're going to build chatbots, we should take into account some considerations. Here's a quick checklist we should run through if we decide that we're going to start building chatbots. Now, firstly, identify your opportunities. Identify which of your clients could benefit from launching a chatbot. Are there conversations that people are having with customer service representatives that might be more efficient with bots? Is there a process you can automate? Could your clients implement conversational commerce to sell products? Build for need. 2. Identify existing brand assets. Does your brand have a popular icon or a character you've developed in the past whose voice and personality could function as the basis for an online chatbot? You probably already have something in your portfolio, a beloved character from a past campaign that had real cultural traction, a brand icon that can be resurrected online as a chatbot. All of our brands have existing properties and assets that are worth looking at, so we can leverage the heritage of our brands that we've already developed. We don't have to start from scratch. 3. Have a purpose. Don't build a chatbot for your client that doesn't have a reason for being. Don't build a chatbot that doesn't serve a clear function. It's a waste of time and energy. Without the clarity of a real reason, your bot will likely flounder. Find a clear, narrow focus and objective and return to it continually as you build. 4. Make sure it works. If you roll out a chatbot and it doesn't work, that is straight up malpractice and it's a form of sabotage, and you're essentially helping your client's competitors. Now, this should be self-evident, but apparently it's not because there are tons of broken, dysfunctional chatbots online. You've probably encountered a few. I know I have. So, don't launch anything that hasn't been excessively beta tested and scrutinized and that functions well. Take the necessary time to make sure that what you're doing works, because if a chatbot can't do what it's supposed to do, it reflects badly on everyone involved. 5. Don't lie to people. Don't make bots that pretend to be human. It's incredibly tacky and it's bad form. Tell all of your users that your bot is a bot. People appreciate the honesty. And don't overpromise what your bot can deliver. It is better to lower people's expectations than to raise them to unreasonable heights. Number 6, make it easy. You have to make it as easy and simple as possible to use and interact with. In a conversation with a user, the bot has to do all the work. It should do most of the heavy lifting. You can design using buttons and offer people choices. You have to make what you're creating very straightforward to use. So don't confuse people with complexity. 7. Give your bot a personality. No one likes generic, soulless interactions. If you're designing for a brand, design a chatbot rooted in the brand essence that people will find entertaining. You have a huge canvas to work with that has infinite possibilities. Now, don't take that canvas and draw a stick figure. Give your bot depth, nuance, and character. 8. Use language. Words are powerful, so don't make a machine that sounds like a machine. Find a linguistic approach that you've settled on and let a talented copywriter or team of copywriters breathe life into the clay of your bot. If your chatbot sounds like every other chatbot out there, you've done something wrong. 9. Establish an escalation protocol. Make sure there is human oversight over your bot. Make sure users have the ability to exit the chatbot conversation and speak to a real human being if that's what they want. If you don't build in an escape route, you're setting your users up for frustration. You're setting yourself up for failure because not everything can be handled by a bot. People have to be in the loop. Build a human being into the architecture of your technology. 10. Expect failure. You have to have an ongoing development plan. You can't roll out something that's interactive and then just forget about it. It has to be continually refined. You have to process the feedback you generate. You have to collect the data that your bot generates. And there have to be metrics and tracking information that enable you to improve on what you've created. We have to design for ongoing evolution. Now that is a 10-point checklist for chatbot makers. There are more things we should consider, but if you start there, you should do quite well with whatever we decide to build for our clients. Now, here are a few chatbot building platforms available to anyone with an internet connection. There are hundreds of other platforms you could use, dozens of which come highly recommended, and these are just some of the most highly reputed, easy-to-use ones. But it's a little arbitrary to make a list like this when so many viable solutions exist, but this is a good starting point. Now, these are 14. If you find this list intimidating, consider just starting with one. If you're looking to experiment, to tool around, to just make some bots with no pressure, I recommend rebot.me, which is free, it's easy to use, all you need is an email address. Now, I built these 4 bots in a single lunch hour. The first bot is called the difficult client bot. It starts every conversation by asking you to make the logo bigger. The second bot is a depressing bot from Nietzsche that reproduces quotes from Nietzsche. The third is a bot that reproduces quotes from the Godfather movies. And this last bot is called the creep bot, which just recites Radiohead lyrics at you, regardless of what you say to it. Now, all of us need to start somewhere with this tech. And if you just want to experiment without any pressure, without a client watching over your shoulders, this is a good place to brainstorm, to just design and sketch out some ideas for your own amusement. If you want to go directly to something that's professional grade, I want to introduce you to this. This is BotBot, which is a fascinating creation solution that won a couple of Cannes Lions in 2017. So this is from reply.ai, and what it is a bot that uses automation to build bots. It will walk you through a process that ends up with your own custom chatbot for your business. Within a few minutes, you'll have a professional-grade bot ready to deploy. So if you don't want to get into the weeds of building something from scratch, you can use these templates. It's a great solution because it does all the work for you the way a bot is supposed to.
Every big brand is building a chatbot. Bots help companies reach more people, sell more, and offer better customer service. Problem is, building a bot takes hundreds of hours. Coding, natural language processing, content mapping, testing, artificial intelligence, quality assurance, testing, bot deployment knowledge. All this costs money, which big businesses can afford, but small businesses can't. That's why the people at reply.ai, a startup that builds chatbots, created me. I'm BotBot, the bot that builds bots. I can help small business owners with no technical expertise build messenger bots in just 5 minutes from their phones.
That's awesome!
I know, right? Here, I'll show you how. First, pick a bot template that fits your small business best. Like a fitness bot that books classes at gyms and fitness studios. Or an answer bot that answers your customers' most common questions. Or the food bot that helps with food delivery. So, let's say you have a restaurant. We chat on Messenger to create your bot. You can give it a name, connect it to the restaurant delivery service like Eat Street. Define the details of your service, and integrate your bot smoothly into your business. Finally, we publish it on your restaurant's Facebook page. And just like that, it's alive! Now anyone can order food from your bot. BotBot turns what used to be a complex and expensive development process into a simple conversation, and a simple conversation into new business.
Thanks, BotBot.
You're welcome, welcome.
Now those are a couple different options you can use when you want to build. And there's some platforms to help you start, and I would encourage you to start building right away. Don't wait. New technology might be intimidating, but really, and with bots in particular, we should all just start experimenting and see where it leads us. The sooner we get started, the better our eventual client-facing work will be. And this is an important consideration as well. This mantra hangs on a wall at Google, and it's a good reminder for anyone working in a creative field. We cannot be afraid to mess up. Often solutions don't appear until we've exhausted paths or options or ideas that don't work. So we shouldn't be afraid to just try and see what happens, and if what we're doing doesn't work or if we fail along the way, just get back up and start over. That's the only way we'll arrive at where we hope to be. And these are a few more mantras from Silicon Valley worth considering. If we embrace new tech, we are also embracing the inevitable fluctuations and frustrations that come with it. We have to build, fail, build some more, fail some more, while keeping in mind that the objective is to iterate quickly. And at the end of repeating this process however many times as necessary, eventually we'll end up with refined products and ideas that we can be proud of, ideas we can sell to our clients. So I hope, taking everything I've just shared with you into account, that you'll give building chatbots a shot, because it's fun. So I want to thank you for your time. I'm grateful you've taken some time out of your day to listen to me, and I look forward to seeing what you do with what I've shared with you.